Hey, so it's a Friday, and
It's not.
it is not a Friday.
It's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
Saturday, babe.
Saturday, all day long. But we're having a wee Cab Sauv Merlot mix, and it is just fabulous on the nose. I mean, but it's so rare that you get one around these parts that's not fabulous on the nose. I honestly don't think I've had a bad wine in Europe. And outside of very rare occasions, I can't imagine I've ever spent more than 10 euros on a bottle. Same bottles that I see when I go back to the lower 48 that are going for 60, 70, 80, $100. And here there's 3 or 4 or 5 euros. That can get old. But this one's a typical cassis. It's bold. No gas or sediment. It's got a medium hue. Beautiful, actually. And I'd say probably 60 tannins, 40 acid, give or take. What is that thing we do with polling? We have a plus or minor error or whatever that is, that stat. So give or take 10 percentage points. I'm not a master of wine, unless you spell it W-H-I-N-E. I can whine. Anyway. But we're here to do the crossword, not wine. So let's jump into this grid. What do we got here? We are Saturday, the 2nd of March, which means we are 5 days away from Christopher's Eve. Because March 8th is my birthday. Right. So Christopher's Eve, March 7th. And then the next day, it's going to be getting crunk up on here. Right? So it's going to be great. So let's do this thing. We got a Nathan Last puzzle edited by the great Mr. Shorts, and let's go ahead and jump into our grid. So what have we got here? Is it going to be a challenging Saturday? I really hope so. In a way, I hope it's challenging. Like it would give me like something to fight for. But if I had to edit it through and then upload an hour or an hour and a half of footage of me trying to get through a Saturday puzzle, then I would just be embarrassed in a way. No, not really. But I'd be really irritated that it was going to take me all night long to get this puzzle up. So let's just hope it's not. But we have a performance featuring mask-alike Kumadori makeup, and that is, unfortunately, not that challenging. We're talking about kabuki theater. The biggest challenge is which ambiguation is it going to be? Is it going to be kabuki, or is it going to be kubuki? Sometimes I've seen the I at the end with an E. I mean, you never know. Let's go ahead and knock out 7 real quick. Doc Blank, pitcher who claimed to have thrown a no-hitter on LSD in 1970. Oh, gosh, I just saw something on this. I don't know. It's one of those. It's like an Elliot or something. It's a very British name. I don't know. But let's see. Let's just go over here. Wait a minute. Sorry. Furry monster of children's TV. Let's go ahead and just throw Elmo in there for fun, and then we'll go back over here. Oh, so that Elliot could be. No, it's not Elliot. E-L-I. No, it's usually 2 L's. I'm not going to play. Anyway, focus on kabuki. All right. Civilization to Freud. Well, I had the great books when I was a kid. My parents spent $2,500 on them in 1975. Somebody just knocking on the door, and here's some books to make your kid all smart and everything. I read them because it was the 70s. Nothing else to do but watch that and leave it to Beaver reruns. Mr. Ed I would watch as well, but no, I read them a lot. And Freud here, which is how I pronounced him for a long time. Freud in Deutsch, because he was a German speaker, would say that civilization is Kultur. Kultur. Okay. Blank B. Latimer, civil rights activist. That's Allie. Major fan. They're in circulation. So we got a long one here too. So we got banknotes, bearer bonds. I mean, it could be blood cell structures of some sort. I don't know. What do we got here again? Place for some non-starters. first rate. If this is blood, that's an L. What do we got here? Over a pond, perhaps? Because I think that's a bullpen. I mean, I'm thinking this is bullpen. I'm overthinking it. My wife, if she was doing this with me, she'd already be like, would you just keep going? Good Lord, let's just get to something we know. And then I'm like, well, this is how I do it. And then she's like, well, you do it like an idiot. And I'm like, yeah, I got it. I do. What do you want me to do? Well, just move on. Oh, gosh. Ah. And then we kiss and make up. Or as we learned yesterday, we do a little snogging in England or necking in the United States. So I don't know what this is. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Comedian who played Louis the Lilac on Batman. That was Milton Berle, wasn't it? I watched that show like you wouldn't believe. I watch Batman all the time. Holy meter maids, Batman. We're chasing the Riddler and you're stopping to put money in the parking meter with the Batmobile here? He's like, Robin, it's important that we contribute to the city's finances. Scope, Ken. Yield of some scratch-off tickets. Probably an instant win. What do we got here now? Balloon, common party store balloons. Yeah, it's balloons. It's purchases balloons. I keep seeing balloons there, so it's got to be balloons. And bring up, probably a mention. Let's check that, though. Pulpify. Was that mash? You mash a pulp, right? If it's mash, then I think that this is mention, right? So bring up would be to mention. And I have two O's dropping off of this B and an L, so I feel like this is going to be blood something. And put forward, so this is going to be past tense, it's going to be argued. Wait, I'm sorry, sweetie? I'm sorry, I was too busy hearing myself talk. Talk trashed. I guess this could be slur. I might have done that once or twice. And then what this would be, with it is help. Okay, got it. First rate is bang up. Okay, it's, not so terribly challenging today so far, but it's at least, it's cleverly constructed. First words of Robert Frost's The Road Not Taken. The two roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. English majors, unite! Okay, blank meer will the bonne kalans mer tevar. That's never, nemer, no more. Let's get over here. Let's finish up the northeast corner. Is this an L? Accessory with a scent. I mean, I guess it could be a lei, like, a lei, as in Hawaii. Cute images with captions like, if it fits, I sits. No idea. Gaga, say, it's either just nuts for or the second half of one of the greatest performers of all time. Later, currency that replaced the British West African pound, and that's the Leone. Sierra Leone. Grazie blank. Thank you so much. Well, I tell you what, our friends Francesco and Doriana would be so happy to see me writing in grazie mille. And I'm going to spell it right, though. Yeah, I think it is see ya. Yeah, okay, well, that's starting to make me nervous about Doc, the acid-dropping baseball player, because maybe it was Doc Ellis. Doc Ellis? It says LOL. So cute images with captions like, if it fits, I sit. So we can just get like LOL somethings. And Gaga say, here we go, in love. Kind of like me, I'm Gaga for my Shotzi back here. Not forward. Oh, I'm so glad we got that in love there, because I would have been hammered on that. I would have put shy, and it's coy. Okay, LOL. LOL, wait a minute. What's this one? Blank Nagila. That's Hava Nagila Hava. Yeah, so Hava Nagila. So we're gonna H. This is now. See, I put somewhere I know, and I'll bet you this is LOL cats, but I've never heard of it. I know that people like baby goats and cats hanging from branches and stuff, but I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Let's see, weather datum, heat, haze, the high. I can't think of any other 4-letter H words, so we'll wait. Fake online followers are probably gonna be bots. Alter exchange, I'm assuming wedding something. Wedding rings, bands, vows is gonna be one short. We've got the 5 letters, baby. So let's see, event of 1/31/2020. I was in Germany, and I think I know what this is. Is this an R? Currency in the Legend of Zelda. Yes, it is an R. That's a rupee. So now we are talking about, I think, if this is an X, stereotypical campaign promise. I'm going with it. Tax cut. And then TA. What happened here? This is a no kidding story. I bought a full set of Burberry luggage from England from a friend who had just gotten them, but then upgraded to the ones with wheels, and I wanted the vintage ones. I was really excited. Spent several €100 on them. It wasn't a cheap purchase by any stretch, and I ordered them like in mid-January. They got here in like mid-March, and I had to pay like an extra €400 because of Brexit. And I have never met a Brit that's happy that it went through. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've never met one. I'm not wrong about that. Okay, later, well, we had see you up there. What would you say now, baby? We got blank A, blank, blank. You think ta-ta, maybe, or?
Ta-ta for now.
Ta-ta, TTFN, TTFN. I don't either. Who knows? Well, let's check ourselves. Lease signatory. Well, it would be the tenant. So I think we're okay with the ta of the ta-ta. The first ta of the ta-ta. I feel like we were talking dirty here about ta-ta or something.
Tatas.
Yeah, tatas. Le Grand Titon. Big name and power tools. Well, right around the corner down here, we've got the steel plant. And what do we got here? A tisk of some sort. Let's see. Sound often heard doubled. Yes, of course. Tisk, tisk. Though if you hear it in real life, it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think not twice, but what Katie did. I think it's with a Y. I'm not familiar with it at all. I just crossword stuff. Like one with a spare tire is punchy. And I think we've got wedding bands, right? So it's a good thing that we looked at that, because rings was really feeling like it needed to go in there. Connect as a Bluetooth device. We're going to pair that sucker. And why did I just do that? Well, it doesn't matter, because I think this is evident. And rapper singer with the 2005 hit Temperature. Yes, outstanding. That's Sean Paul. Big fan. This is the Dorset horn. I was stationed with the Royal Wessex Yeomanry, the Dorset Yeomanry, for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks back in 2006, I think. I never saw the sheep. I mean, I'm sure it did. I'm drawing a connection. Put to shame. Okay, sister state. Don't know. So yield to some scratch-off tickets. Well, I said it earlier, and I'm just going to say instant win, because why not? If it's wrong, we're going to find out. They're in circulation. Blood cells would stop here. GROUPS would stop there. Nothing. Blood groups, blood cells, blood. I should know this. I mean, I should know this. I had a lot of anatomy and physiology. I should know this. I'm not getting it. Blood. Types wouldn't work. I hate it when it's not just coming to me. Okay, what do we got here? Conversation piece. I don't know. This looks like a sound bite. Do you see it here? SOU, and then we get the NDB, then ITE. So let's put that in there. Let's see if we can get some luck out of this. That's what it would be too. It would be good fortune. And now look at this. Now, I mean, LOL cats is a real thing.
It's on YouTube.
I had no idea. I had no idea. So, the weather datum looks like it might be a high now. We got an HI out of it. And it wasn't going to fit with the heat or haze. So, cross. Let's see. Action toys, perhaps? At once. Oh, that could be anything. That could be like, in synchronicity, something along those lines. It could be like right now. We got here sister state. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a nun something. If you got an NU and a blank, I don't know what this else is.
State, so where they live, a nunnery maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like it.
I don't either. I mean, they call it a convent. I don't think they would use the term nunnery anymore. You don't think that'd be kind of offensive? Nunnery. I don't even know.
I don't know if it's offensive or not.
I don't know. I'm a lapsed
really
Catholic.
Apologize though if it is.
I'm a lapsed Catholic. I still find it offensive. I still call them sister when I see them on the streets, which is all the time. Of course, I say, Guten Morgen, Schwester, instead of sister. I mean, they're clearly probably speaking German here. Clearly. Pet, informally. I don't know. We're gonna get one of these downs here. Let's get something going here. Unusual change. Play music loudly and energetically. I'm just going to throw caution to this one. Just say if this is a rock out. We're going to have to just rock out here and then see if hopefully we get something out of it. Not a dadgum thing. Nothing to see. No, nothing to see here, folks. Move along. Yes, Shotzi. Excelente. I was trying to fit in there. Keep moving, people. From South Park or something like that. Marijuana is bad, okay? You should not drink marijuana. Go ahead. We're all blank here. I'm blank, you're blank. Cheshire Cat, and he's clearly saying the word mad. We're all mad here. Now I'm thinking sister state is nunhood.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
When we first got married, if I made her mad, I was getting nunhood. I was in the nunhood. Nun ya. You don't just go and sit out in the living room. I want you to do that anymore after 32 years. Put to shame. Oh, okay. Yeah, they were starting to come together. They're coming together nicely here. Outclassed. Better hurry up before this wine kicks in. Blood streams. Oh, gosh dang it. You gotta be kidding me. You can't.
I didn't even know that either.
And you're the nurse here. I'm just a lousy global healthcare administrator. You're a friggin' nurse. You should have known that. Action toys, perhaps, are stunt dogs. Now, that's clever! A stunt dog. I can imagine a toy poodle being a stunt dog. I don't know what kind of stunt it would do, but yeah. At once is forthwith. So, yeah, I kind of had that in my head, in a way, when I said now. Let's see, cross is going to be sore. And look at that unusual change. Rare coins. Yes, that's true. Pet, informally, is a fave. Look at it all just kind of comes together. You just got to have faith and hope you get the Cheshire Cat quote. Fight Club. Protege maker is a Mazda, so I don't think I've ever owned a Mazda. Fight Club. It's probably a mace. Oh, it's a mace, of course. Oh my gosh, what am I thinking? I wasn't thinking. A refuge, I think it's going to be an ark. Unless the raiders are trying to find your lost refuge. Many meetings these days are going to be Zooms. Just be careful you have clothes on, Jeffrey Toobin. Schmuck is an ass. Scratch would be dough. You know how I know that? I've never used the word scratch for money. But one of my favorite writers of all times, I've got really too many favorite writers, but John Cheever, he says in several of his short stories, no, Frank, I just don't have that kind of scratch. And if you've never heard John Cheever read or speak, that's what he sounds like. I don't have enough scratch for that, John. See, like spent briquettes is ashy. I think tomorrow I'm going to put out some shorts. Strand, maroon, and having an itch is antsy. I feel like I fat-fingered something here, but as much as I hate to say it, how do we do, Bob? Well, I did a lot of nostalgia tracing, so probably we could have gone faster here today, but 1740 is not bad for Saturday. And this was a bit tricky around some of the corners, but honestly, again, don't give up. Just go until you find something you like, and then just remember, try to be putting together the puzzle. So I've always done a really good job of just sitting on my ass, right, and watching Wheel of Fortune with my grandparents when they were alive, and I always kind of had a tendency to figure out what it was, and you kind of just have to like learn to make your mind kind of work around that stuff. Like you start putting stuff in and kind of, trying to visualize the board in many, many ways. I hear people say things like about the show, The Queen's Gambit, and how silly it is that she's laying in bed and watching the chess pieces move up on the ceiling. But that's not silly at all. Some people's minds just work like that. And I don't think it's necessarily something you're born with. I think it's something that you cultivate over time. And so, anyway, the very best to you all. And as always, just remember, auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, arrivederci, adios, annyeonghaseyo, aloha, ciao, and see you next time. Be well out there. Don't be like me, in other words.